After 3 years on the air, Saved by the Bell was still getting straight A's in the ratings. The young cast members were all Saturday morning stars, but they were starting to feel the pangs of missing out on childhood.
None of them had a traditional high school where they could go have a prom and all those other things.
The Saved by the Bell cast was struggling through adolescence, all the while in the white-hot glare of the spotlight.
Mark Paul Gosselaar had his first kiss on the show. Tiffany Amber Thiessen's prom was the Saved by the Bell prom. Practically everything they experienced was actually experienced on the show.
So I went through everything that normal kids would go through, except that was on TV. On TV. It was tough. It was tough.
When the teens entered their senior year in the fall of '92, they were restless to graduate.
As we got older, everybody was kind of going their separate ways.
I think they got a little bit tired of it. Got sick of it. People were voicing, "Oh yeah, I can't wait to get off this show. I want to go out there and do a movie."
Still, the series continued to flourish in syndication, especially abroad.
It changed every day. But now in 65 countries, 67 countries, we'd see these dubbed versions in, Spanish and Portuguese. Preach.
They had these guys that were like older than me doing the translating of all of our dialogue.
Viewers of all ages were hooked on the frothy sitcom.
There was a cult following of older people because everyone can relate to high school.
Saved by the Bell became a drinking game in college. Okay, every time Zach cons someone, drink a shot. Every time Slater says mama to Jesse, drink 2 shots. Every time Belding is duped, drink 3 shots. If Screech is thrown into a locker, finish the bottle.
The success inspired NBC execs to venture into primetime with a 2-hour made-for-TV movie. On November 27th, the gang said aloha to paradise on Saved by the Bell Hawaiian style. The movie marked the cast's last shoot with Tiffany Amber Thiessen and Elizabeth Berkley.
They had decided to go on and take their chances for pilot season. And the others of us, myself and Mark Paul and Mario and Lark and Dustin, were going to do 10 more episodes.
Thiessen and Berkley didn't skip out on getting their Bayside High diplomas. On May 22, 1993, the girls returned for the series finale, the Saved by the Bell Graduation Special.
The last day of high school would be the happiest day of my life. Until I realized what I'd be leaving. My friends. So that's what Bayside means to me.
It was like a kind of double graduation, graduating from the show, graduating from their own high school. And I remember people were really crying.
I was probably as emotional as anybody because I got real attached to these kids.
But school wasn't out just yet. The network brass decided the time was right for a primetime spin-off.
Because of the success in syndication, if it can play at 5 or 6 o'clock, maybe it can play at 8 o'clock,
Saved by the Bell, the college years continued the story of Zach, Slater, and Screech at fictional California University. Former L.A. Raider Bob Golick played their resident advisor.
In the pilot, actually, just the 3 boys. And then testing showed us that they missed the girls, and so we brought Tiffany back. And we had some other girls as well.
The cast was nervous about their move to the big leagues.
There's a lot of pressure. I felt it. Because on Saturday morning, we did whatever we wanted. And I was like, we're the only one on Saturday morning. Who do we have to compete with? G.I. Joe. Now, though, we're competing with the bigger shows, we're up against the big boys.
On September 14, 1993, the college years joined the NBC lineup on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m.
We were up against Full House in prime time, and Full House was wildly popular. And it was a very hard time slot, and we didn't get a lot of promotion.
Reviews of the show were harsh, and the ratings struggled.
It was a really hard transition. I think we left all our familiar writers, we left all our moral tales behind. I also think that the audience was confused, because Saved by the Bell at that point was on 5 days a week. It was in 85 countries, I think people thought, well, I can see it any day of the week. Why do I have to watch it in prime time?
Meanwhile, it was back to school time at Bayside High. That fall, the Saturday morning series was rechristened Saved by the Bell, The New Class. A fresh group of kids enrolled while Dennis Haskins stayed on as Mr. Belding.
I had an agent who said, look, you've either got to embrace this or run from it. So for as long as I was doing it, I embraced it.
The show got off to a rocky start.
We never quite got it together with the casts of the new class. They were never as talented or as charismatic as the original cast, and that was always a problem.
The lightning in the bottle the top came off. It was hard to get it back in.
While the new class tried to find their footing in high school, the college kids got some bad news in February of 1994, just 7 months into their primetime run.
We got canceled because they violated the rule of if it isn't broken, don't fix it.
We ran 19 episodes, and it was a heartbreak because we had had so much success on Saturday morning, and the numbers really weren't that good in prime time.
That October, the original cast reunited once again for a final send-off, a 2-hour made-for-TV movie called Saved by the Bell, Wedding in Las Vegas.
Zach, against his parents' wishes, is going to go to Las Vegas with Kelly to get married. And, of course, it's a road trip. And, of course, they lose all their money. And so we have all these adventures all over Las Vegas,
including a stint as Vegas showgirls.
Mario, he's got the macho side. He's concerned about how he looks. And then he's in the bra and the tights and everything else and the wig. And it was just funny.
Then it was the moment viewers had been waiting for. After 5 years, Kelly and Zach finally said, I do.
It was heart-tugging because it was real. And they realized it was over. Now where are they going to go?
Coming up.